Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a very important news article that the National Stock Exchange, that is the NSE, has launched a new initiative, that is the NSE Prime. So in this session, we will understand that what this initiative is all about and what will be the criteria for this initiative, as well as what will be the benefit for the companies and the investors under this new initiative. Okay, so before starting with the session, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are new to the channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session, and you can get the link of the Telegram channel in the description box below. So now starting with the news article that the NSE has launched a new initiative, and the new initiative is the NSE Prime. Okay, this is what the name of the new initiative is. In this new initiative, the companies that are listed under the NSE, that is the National Stock Exchange, they can adopt this initiative voluntarily. So there is no obligatory requirement that they have, the companies listed under NSE, they do not have to. It is on their wish that they want to come under the NSE Prime framework or they do not want to come under the NSE Prime framework. So it is all in the voluntary basis of the companies that are listed under the NSE. So what this framework, what this NSE Prime framework is all about. So it prescribes that there should be, and the companies that will come under the NSE Prime, they must have higher standards of corporate governance for the listed company than what is required by the SEBI's LODR regulations. So in the NSE Prime, the regulations or the corporate governance standards will be higher than what the SEBI, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, prescribes under the listing obligations and disclosure requirements. This is 2021. Okay, so there will be higher standards of the corporate governance under the NSE Prime, and this will be higher than the SEBI, what SEBI has decided under the regulations of the listing obligation and disclosure requirements. Okay, we will see that how the corporate governance requirements will be different. So now there is the criteria to be met to be admitted under the NSE Prime. So there are some criteria of the corporate governance that has been set to enter the NSE Prime if the companies want to enter it. So the first requirement is that the minimum public shareholding, that is the shares that the public is buying, should be 40% as against the LODR requirement of 25%. So the SEBI has said, the Securities and Exchange Board of India has said that the LODR, under the LODR requirement of 2021, if the company is there, it needs to have 25% of the public shareholding. But under the NSE Prime, the requirement is higher, that is, the company must have the minimum public shareholding of 40%, as well as it is also mandatory if the company want to come under the NSE Prime to segregate the position of chairman and the CEO. So if the company want to come under the NSE Prime, they will have to have the position, differentiate or segregated position of the chairman and the CEO. The next is that if the company wants to come under the NSE Prime, there should be independent director. Okay, that is non-executive director. That should be the chairperson of the risk management, the stakeholder relationship, nomination, remuneration committee, and the audit committee. Okay, so for these committee, there should be independent directors, as well as in the audit committee, there should be 3/4 of the independent members. Okay. Next is a director on the board of a prime category company, that is a company that will come under the NSE Prime. If a director on the board shall not serve on the board of more than 5 public limited companies. So this is also a regulation that they have to follow. This is also one criteria that the companies have to follow to come under the NSE Prime. So the companies will have to meet these standards. Okay, these are the important standards that they will have to meet to come under the NSE Prime, to get admitted on the NSE Prime list, and then comply on an ongoing basis. So they will have to, it is not like they will do it for once and then they will just enter the NSE Prime and they will stay there, even if they do not follow it further on. No, they will have to follow it on the ongoing basis, and when for a continued period of time, if they are not following it after entering the NSE Prime, then they will have to exit the NSE Prime if they do not follow it for a continued period of time. Okay, and when they exit, they will, of course, the investors will lose the confidence because they have entered on good terms, and then they have to exit because they must not be following some criteria and their governance must not be good, so they have to exit from it. Okay, so they have to answer that why they have done it, so the investors might lose the trust. Okay, so benefit of the NSE Prime, the companies, why will the companies want to exit the NSE Prime when the regulations are so high, when they have to worry about so many things? So the benefit will be the companies will benefit from the brand reputation. Of course, they are following the higher standards, so their reputation must be high. The investors must be like, oh, they are following the higher corporate governance, so we must invest in it because they are safe companies. Okay, they are following all the rules and regulation that the NSE has said, and better regulations than the SEBI, what SEBI has prescribed for all the companies. So they are following the higher standards. They cannot go bankrupt or something when they are following so much high standards. That can be the mindset of the investors. Okay, and also potentially a premium on valuation. Their valuation might also exceed the valuation that is done in the stock market. Their value might increase because the investors are showing more confidence in the company. Okay, as it is voluntary, as well as the NSE has not forced them to join. They joined on the voluntary basis. So it also shows that the company is so much confident on itself that it can maintain the higher regulations. It sends the right message that these companies are ready to raise the bar on holding themselves accountable. So they are showing that yes, we are accountable, we can manage even with the higher regulations. Okay, investors, now this is the benefit for the company: higher valuation, brand reputations. Investors will be investing much, or there will be better investors investing that do not want to take their money out later on. So investors would know that the companies, so now the benefit for the investors is that the companies that will enter the NSE Prime, so the investors would know that the companies in the category are complying with the higher governance standards, that they are safer companies. Okay, standards norm laid down for the Prime, providing them higher quality of public information. Okay, if you are getting into the NSE Prime, so you know that that company has 40% of the public shareholding. That company is also following the committees and putting the directors as the independent directors. Okay, so you know more about the company. There is the higher quality of the public information the company is providing, the greater transparency that the company is providing the investors. So this is what the benefit of NSE Prime is for the investors and the companies. For the all over the financial system, if we talk about India, the governance standard will be higher, because when the companies will go into the NSE Prime and when the companies will get the higher profits or higher valuation or higher trust by the investors, the other companies will think, oh, if we just increase the standards, we can also get the benefits, we can also get the money and the valuation that the other companies are getting after getting into the NSE Prime. So this can raise the corporate governance in the whole country, and more trust will be put in the Indian capital market if the governance system is high. Okay, so recently in December 2021, what has happened that the NSE has launched a new initiative, NSE Prime, which the companies listed on the exchange can adopt voluntarily. Okay, so as per the criteria to be a part of NSE Prime, the minimum public shareholding should be what percentage as against LODR requirement of 25%. So you have to give this answer very easy, to the point answer you have to give. You have to just remember the criteria, the benefits, and what is the NSE Prime is all about. So thank you very much. But before going, these are the people who have given the right answer for the question of the previous session. So it was Moon, Hansa, Vanshika, Arvind, Raj Lakshmi, Abhi, the Varma, Shweta, Tejveer, Ashok and Mamta, who has given the right answer for this question of the previous session. Well done all of you.